The theme of this Sunday reading, it reminds us that death can bring about life. This reminds me of the one of the practicals that we are asked to do in our primary school, where we are asked to plant a seed of bean. And that seed of bean should be brought back to school when it begins to sprout. As a child, I watched the bean for a very long time, days, expecting it to sprout, but it never did. Just at the moment, I began to lose hope and believe that the seed was dead. The next morning, I saw it bringing out its sprouts. Philip and Andrew came to Jesus Christ and told him that the Greeks are around to see Jesus. They want to see Jesus, want to speak to Jesus. And Jesus Christ said, the hour has come. What does it mean by the hour has come? He was not talking about his own hour when he will be crucified. He's talking about the hour when the Gentiles and the Jews will be reconciled back to God. And he went on to say, unless the wheat grain falls on the ground and dies, it remains only a single grain. Death brings life. This is true. This truth is woven throughout our existence. Consider the analogy of the seed. We plant and it becomes lifeless. And with a twinkle of an eye, it begins to sprout life again. Yet within it stands or have this seamless innate shell in this seamless innate shell lies the potential for growth and for transformation. Life emerges unexpectedly from what appears to be lifeless. Jesus likened his impending death to a grain of wheat which falls on the ground and dies. Unless it dies, it remains only a single grain, isolated and unproductive. But when it surrenders itself, allowing the germ within it to sprout, it yields a richer harvest. Self-emptying is a key word. The willingness to let go of our personal ambition and desires is the key to true fruitfulness. Our purpose to pursue often, our pursuit to pursue our purposes often lead us to various paths. We set goals, we achieve milestones, yet still struggle with the deepest sense of emptiness. Jesus reminds us the true purpose lies not in the self-preservation, but in self-sacrifice. When we bury our inspirations, we live solely for God. Our lives takes a new meaning. It is through this dying to self that we truly begin to live. Jesus invites each and every one of us to empty ourselves so that we can be of service to one another.